It's another sign of economic optimism. According to a new poll from Fox News, 43% of Americans are happy with the economy, with 9% calling it excellent. A Fox Business exclusive now. A new study from Bank of America shows growing optimism among small business owners in America. 54% of small business owners expect to see economic strengthening in the coming year. Joining us right now to talk more about that is Bank of America head of small business, Sharon Miller. Sharon, good to see you.
Great to see you, Maria.
What were the reasons that they were so optimistic? Tell us about this new outlook.
Well, tax reform was certainly a game changer. We heard loud and clear from our small business owners that they were very optimistic following the tax reform, and that's more money to invest back into their business, whether it's hiring more people, buying more equipment, whatever it may be, but it is definitely a game changer.
And you wonder how long of a runway this has, given the fact that we've already seen a real impact from the tax cut plan, but it's expected to keep having an impact over the year.
Yeah, I think stock prices obviously get revised immediately, but as far as small business, what is the outlook in terms of how it changes this coming year?
Well, small business, it's a local business, and so what we're seeing across the United States is optimism. The headline is that we've seen more optimistic. People are very positive about the outlook in their local economies as well as the national economy, and that's a good sign for business ahead.
How often do you hear about regulation or the reduction thereof,
yeah, the deregulation,
and how significant that's been?
It is. I mean, it's significant. The less bureaucracy you have, the less red tape, so to speak, it's better for business, and they're able to be more efficient. They're able to get through and understand what the impacts are on their business. So this is a positive for small business owners. It can be very complex. Yeah. And then trying to understand how to run your business, on top of that, how to understand the regulations. It's a lot for one person to take.
How does this optimism, though, translate into ramping up economic growth in this country, whether it's through hiring, raises, or investment in their businesses?
Well, we're seeing all of that. The one thing that I would point to is there is a war for talent out there. Small business owners, I talk to them all the time across the country. They want to hire. They want to attract good employees and the right employees that are quality and that understand their business and can add value to them. And what's happening is it's because of such a great economy and the very low unemployment, we're not able to find qualified workers in the small business camps. And so you've got to look at benefits. You've got to look at all sorts of other things to attract the right workers into these small businesses.
So, Sharon, we're seeing this surge in confidence and optimism among the business owners, but generally we haven't seen over the last year a lot of loan growth, or maybe not as much as we'd like to see. Do you see that changing now, or are there reasons why we shouldn't be concerned even if the loan growth isn't off the charts?
Well, I think there's different segments of loan growth, and so in the small business space, Bank of America, we are seeing demand for lending. Our lending is strong, and I would say that when small businesses get started, generally they will start with either their personal savings, perhaps a credit card, and then they're able to get more traditional financing. We also partner with community development financial institutions for these small businesses that may not be eligible for traditional financing, but we are seeing demand. Both in our traditional lines and loans as well as our health care, so lending to dentists, doctors, veterinarians.
Sharon, but not all small businesses are created equal. Some sectors are struggling, may not feel optimistic. Where are you seeing the most optimism, and what places are not?
Well, I think in the technology section, and certainly there was a question in our survey that was all around, what do you think about digital payments? And half of our small business owners felt like over the next 5 years, that's all they would be taking. So instead of checks and instead of the way we may pay traditionally today, especially to small business in the local economy, whether it's your landscaper, your dry cleaner, they're talking about all digital payments, which is quite. There's a trickle down there because there's people that have to build those types of capabilities.
So you've got nearly 1/3 of all small businesses using smartphones to process digital payments. That's interesting. Are the small businesses having their access to credit? I mean, how is that going in terms of business getting the credit that they need? That was one issue that Linda McMahon brought up when she joined us, the small business administrator, earlier in the week.
Yes, and there is access to capital. I mean, that's something that we want to make sure that we're out there. We're teaching people how to get access to capital and what you need to do when you're starting a small business, how you have to have revenues that are going to be able to repay that loan. So access to capital can come in more ways than just a traditional loan. And there's education, there's training. We are very focused on women. We just announced last week the Institute for Women's Entrepreneurship at Bank of America in partnership with Cornell University. This is all about our attempt to make sure that we're giving the education, the training, and the information necessary for people to get access to capital. Many people don't know how to do it.
So compare women startups to male startups. What's higher?
Women are starting businesses at twice the rate of men with half the capital. And so it's definitely a great opportunity for us to partner. We will be, in fact, at Times Square this week. We're posting post your love for small business. We want to make sure that, if you like a small business, go online, give a good review for them, because that's going to help them in the local economies. So there's a lot of opportunity for us to support small businesses, and it's good for the local communities.
So, by the way, what's a small business? How do you identify that?
Less than $5 million in revenues and 100 employees or less. So these are small businesses. This is the heart of America.
They have to be sitting there, though, wanting that requirement to provide health insurance to go away, which the government has yet to repeal the employer mandate. We got rid of the individual mandate. Is that on their wish list and high on it?
Listen, healthcare is the #1 concern. It continues to be in every report we survey and every survey we take of small business owners across the United States. It was #1 concern this time too. So the cost of healthcare, the complexity, and a lot of other things. So healthcare is definitely at the top of the list.
By the way, they're using digital. They're not feeling the crypto craze, though, right? That's also something we should point out. 13% of small business owners believe crypto will be relevant to them, but aren't sure how. Bitcoin has been all the buzz on Wall Street, obviously, in some quarters. It's not gaining traction for small biz.
No, it's not. It's not.
All right, we will leave it there. Sharon, great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll keep watching. Sharon Miller joining us there.